I can't pretend that, that I'm okay. It's a very, very challenging time. And I've talked to all my, closest family today. And, it's just remarkable how positive, optimistic they are. They're staying put. My nephew, who is in Kyiv at the moment, he's heard the explosions, and the one in Lviv, they heard the explosion. Lviv is the furthest western part. They heard the explosions, but they're staying put. They're encouraging others to stay put, but obviously they can't. There is a lot of panic on the roads. The roads are gridlocked. People are buying up medicines, food, petrol. But my nephew is moving. He's got a business in Kyiv, and he says, I'm not going anywhere because we've got our team here. Mm-hmm. And this will end, but then I will have to look in the eyes of those people who worked for us for years. He says we can get on a plane and just fly away, but we are here till the end, which is very moving. Bless him.
Absolutely. Because obviously they said they weren't going to attack cities, and then this morning there was obviously those sounds of bombs in Kiev, like you said.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, how can we believe anything? It's been in social media for weeks what Russia's plan was going to be, and they're just following literally step by step cyber attack on Ukrainian banks, on national websites, invasion from Belarus and Ukrainian and Russian border, exactly what the intelligence told the world, politicians, and it was in social media for weeks.
How will this war affect people in Salford? Is there a large Ukrainian society kind of in Salford?
There are some Ukrainians in Salford and in Greater Manchester, and as you probably know, there is a Ukrainian club in Manchester and mm-hmm. Rochdale. It is obviously very distressing and very disturbing. And what can we do? It's just so challenging, because what can we do from here apart from stand for peace, speak up for peace? And, it is so important for us, for all of us, Russians, Ukrainians, Russian-speaking Ukrainians, Ukrainian-speaking Russians. I'm bilingual. I speak Russian and Ukrainian. For all of us to keep sending messages of love and support between all of our nations, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, people who are intermarried. We have grown up together. We went to school together. We have raised our kids together. We've done business together. Nobody needs this war. It's affecting us, terribly, emotionally, really, not so much physically. And all we can do is stand for peace and support those poor lads, those boys and girls, predominantly boys in Russian army, who went to kill somebody, who might be married. They might be, somebody who is married in their family who might be married to someone they're shooting. It's absolutely needless loss of life. And it just has got to stop.
Yeah, because a lot of, media outlets might focus on, the number of people killed and, like you said, the physical aspects of it, which obviously is important. But I feel like nobody's really talking about the mental toll that it will have, even on people like yourself who have family over there.
That's very true. That is very true. About between 10 and 14,000 people were killed on the border since 2014. Completely, utterly needless loss of life on both sides. And I love Russian people, have many friends in Russia. And, and it is true, the mental toll, and on social media, Ukrainian social media, people are posting exactly that, coping and mental kind of health coping strategies and techniques, and deep breathing and focusing on positive and encouraging each other. It's just phenomenal, the support that Ukrainian people are providing to each other. And Russian speaking, I just want to emphasize Russian speaking and Ukrainian speaking people providing that that emotional mental health support for each other. We just pray that there is no hatred and anger and long-lasting bitterness and hatred going to between these nations, because that probably would be the greatest impact and the most vicious impact that this war could have, because we will rebuild. My relatives, my friends already talking, we will rebuild everything. We will rebuild everything. Ukraine will be independent, will be a part of the European Union, will be a part of NATO. We will be free, however long it takes. But that mental, mentality, I just pray that our people do not get bitter and hateful toward each other. And I, for one, am doing everything in my power, at least on social media, encouraging people not to become hateful toward each other.